Okay, today we're going to go over the rhythm section, specifically the drum set, what to write for the drummer so that he has a part that he can follow without too much clutter, but gives enough information to the drummer that he can play the chart well, and he can also accentuate what's happening with the band. Now, what I've done beforehand is write a quick, simple thing here, and if you get anything out of this video, it's basically keep it simple for the drummer. The drummer wants to see a style. He wants to see specific hits in the band, but he doesn't want to see every possible rhythm written out for every possible drum. And sometimes when I look at people's arrangements, they have just all kinds of notes and all kinds of rhythms for the drum player, or for the drum set player, and he can't possibly read all that stuff. What he wants to see is a style, which is like a swing style, a funk style, and maybe one measure of a typical groove or whatever. So the beginning of your chart, usually the first measure, you'll give him an indication of how you want the basic style to go. So obviously this is probably a swing thing, ting, 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 to ting. So what I usually do is just write a rhythm up top here, and these slashes represent beats, so this would be 4/4 time here. Oops. So we got 4/4 time. Now every drummer knows what a bassy swing feel is, so you could just put up here, now let's say you wanted a hi-hat, sometimes I'll just write HH or hi-hat. And if you want a specific thing like the open and close thing, you could do the X's and O's. On the hi-hat, that kind of thing. But the drummer knows what to do generally if you just give him some words and tell him how to do that. But certainly we need the style here, so you would write swing or bassy swing or anything to tell him the kind of style you want. After that, we simply have repeat signs. Now certainly you will have measures that will have some hits in them. And what I'm going to do is try to undo all this, and I'll show you how that works. So as you're going along within the chart, you're going to have some hits in the band. And really all he needs to see is slashes, which means the time is going. And then up top here, he just needs to see what the rhythm is in the band. Might be eighth note, or eighth rest, eighth note, quarter rest, quarter, something along these lines. Bop, bop. Let's see, what did I do here? Sorry about that. Make it a little easier to read. Okay. So this particular rhythm, maybe in the full ensemble, would play one bop, bop, ba-da, bop, and you would just notate out that rhythm. And the drummers are very resourceful, and they know what to do, basically. So in the first measure, as we mentioned, you would give him a style, and you would write out maybe one measure of the notes that he needs to play. If it's a bossa style, you might have a right here, you might have the snare rhythm. Here's the hi-hat rhythm. Maybe down here is the drum, or the bass drum. So in this particular instance, this is only the ensemble. And if you want to tell him who it is, sometimes it helps to just tell him what section is playing this particular rhythm. So I might say bones, which would mean that he maybe wouldn't hit it as hard as if you had ensemble. So the drummer really just needs a guide, as I mentioned. And to be honest, I struggle probably more with drum parts than anything because I always feel like I'm not giving enough information. But generally, drummers I've talked to say that my charts are easy to read, and it does give them enough information to what they need. So don't write all kinds of rhythms and then copy and paste in Finale every measure of every drum that he's playing on, every hit and every possible thing. I see some arrangements that just have way too much written in the drum part. So give him a style, give him some important hits to make during the chart, and you can tell him which drum to play. You might have a roll or something, and just tell him maybe a tom, something like that. But generally, if you just keep it simple, the drummer will know what to do. So hopefully that helped you out, and we'll move on to the rest of the rhythm section very soon.